Welcome to Storyflix. In this video, we will explain The Babysitter, a Netflix original movie. When a boy named Cole stays up past his bedtime, he discovers that his hot babysitter belongs to a satanic cult. Can he escape from her sexy but scary babysitter? Let's find out on The Babysitter. The Babysitter begins by showing Cole, a teenage boy who is terrified because he is about to be injected with a vaccine at his school. He is very afraid of needles. Cole is a child who his friends often bully. Moreover, they know that he is still being cared for by a babysitter. But a sexy woman suddenly appeared. Her name is B. B turns out to be Cole's babysitter. She was so angry to see Cole being bullied. B then whispers something into Jeremy's ear, which scares the boy and made him runs away. B then drove Cole home. It turns out that Cole's parents are always out of town, which is why B was asked to be a babysitter and take care of him. B also says that she likes Cole, and it doesn't matter if she doesn't even get paid to take care of him. When the two get home, B invites Cole to a party the next night. Cole, who was fascinated by B, immediately agreed to her invitation. Moreover, at that time, he was so mesmerized by B's protruding boobs. That afternoon, his father taught Cole to drive a car. But he was so scared and doubted he would be able to drive like his father. The next day, Cole goes to school with his neighbor, Melanie. Cole said that his parents were going out of town, and that made him sad. But Melanie assures that his parents' departure is not because they don't like Cole, but maybe Cole's parents want to have some fun at the hotel, so they won't be bothered by him. Melanie also assures that B will have fun with her boyfriend tonight. And she convinced Cole not to sleep, so he could see their hot scene. While at school, Cole can see B is out with a guy who looks nerd. The two of them look so close. He was sure that B and the guy were going to do something tonight. Cole's parents finally went out of town. That's when B appeared. Cole is sure that he will enjoy the party tonight with his babysitter. Sure enough, Cole and B had a great night. They dance and share stories. Finally, night fell, and B asked Cole to sleep, but he still wasn't sleepy. So B gave him a drink that would put him to sleep. Cole, who had been wanting to take a peek at B's party tonight, knew he shouldn't sleep. So when B went to the kitchen, he immediately threw the drink away and pretended as if he had just drunk it. Cole was trying not to sleep and called Melanie. Both of them were very curious about what B and her friends would do when he fell asleep. It was almost midnight. Cole could hear someone breaking into his house. He exited his room quietly to take a peek. Sure enough, there were already some friends of B in his living room, and they were busy playing roulette using a bottle. There was Allison, Sonia, Max, John, and a nerd boy named Samuel. While playing, B gets a turn and has to do a challenge, so Max asks B to kiss all the participants there. Cole, who was watching from upstairs, really enjoyed the show. Then it was Samuel's turn for B to kiss. But Samuel looked so nervous. B then slowly kissed him. Suddenly, B pulled out two knives and stabbed them directly into Samuel's head. Cole, who saw the murder scene, was so shocked. It turns out that B and her friends deliberately lure Samuel to be used as a sacrifice for their strange ritual. B then draws fresh blood from Samuel's head. After getting blood from Samuel's head, B and her friends opened a sacred book. B said all their requests would be granted with the help of the book. According to the book, they must fulfill one more condition, namely the blood of an innocent person. That's why they need Cole. Cole, who heard that, was so panicked and immediately went into his room. He called the police and looked for some weapons that could be used to defend himself. Suddenly B and her friends went up to the second floor, and Cole immediately ran to the bed and pretended to be asleep. Sonia then takes out a syringe to draw Cole's blood. Cole, who is afraid of needles, is so scared, but he still has to pretend asleep. Sonia finally managed to take Cole's blood, and they left him. Realizing he was safe, Cole immediately ran to the window, intending to escape. Suddenly he felt dizzy until a bee appeared behind him. He then passed out. Cole wakes up with his hands tied to a chair. B and her friends were already in front of him. Cole quietly tried to break the rope that bound his hands. Unfortunately, all of his actions were visible in the mirror. He also felt foolish. Unexpectedly, the police arrived. B's friends start to panic when they realize the presence of the police. Cole shouted loudly. Two policemen entered the house, and tensions immediately rose. Max manages to kill one cop, but the cop shoots Allison in the chest. Meanwhile, B easily kills the other policeman until blood spurts and hits John all over his face. B and her gang of psychopaths glared at Cole. That's when Allison screamed. It turned out that she wasn't dead, but one of her breasts was injured. That's when Cole used to escape. John chased after him, but he stepped on Cole's toy car and fell and died. B has now lost her temper and she has to get Cole. Cole ran to his room and tried to escape by climbing down on a cloth. He almost got caught by Max, but Cole threw himself in his yard. Cole ran to a small warehouse next to his house. There, he tries to find a weapon he can use against B and her psychopathic friends. Armed with some weapons he found, Cole ran and went under his house. There he could see many spiders and mouse traps. Cole then hides behind a cloth. Sonia, who was sure that Cole was hiding under his house, immediately crawled there looking for him. But a spider caught Sonia's attention, and she quickly crawled away. But Cole, who is afraid of spiders, throws the spider into a mousetrap. Cole's whereabouts are known. To defend himself, Cole sets off a firework that shoots at Sonia, but misses the shot. He quickly came out and closed the door. Sonia is stuck there with fireworks about to explode. The huge explosion under the house instantly kills Sonia. Max heard the sound of the explosion and came to Cole. Cole immediately ran away from him. He then decides to go up to the treehouse beside his house. Meanwhile, Max looks so passionate about chasing Cole and enjoying their cat and mouse game. Cole was so scared, but he lost track of Max. Until suddenly, Max appeared behind him silently. Cole was cornered, not knowing where to go. Unfortunately for Max, the treehouse was already fragile and he fell with his neck hanging from one of the ropes there. Cole also managed to eliminate another member of the psychopath B. A shot is aimed at Cole. It turned out that B was there and she was so angry that her friends died one by one at the hands of a boy. Cole had no choice but to sprint towards Melanie's house. He then told how terrible B and her friends were trying to kill him. But B had arrived at Melanie's house and they rushed to hide. B walks into Melanie's house with a gun in her hand. Luckily Cole and Melanie managed to sneak into the toilet. There, Cole apologizes for involving Melanie in this terrible state. He asks Melanie to call the police while he will confront the psychopath. Melanie, who was moved by Cole's courage, immediately kissed him. After being kissed by Melanie, Cole was happy. He then ran outside and shouted at B to chase after him. He then went into his house, but he was so surprised that all the marks of the murders in his home suddenly disappeared. The house looked as if nothing had happened. In the kitchen, he finds B's sacred book. Allison suddenly appeared and attacked him. He pressed Allison's chest, which was injured until she freed him. Allison and Cole then clashed in the kitchen until Allison managed to get a knife. Cole, looking for a nearby weapon, was only able to get a lighter. Then B appears, and unexpectedly, she shoots Allison and kills her. B corners Cole. He then takes her sacred book and threatens to burn it. B, who was scared, tried to persuade Cole. B says if she doesn't want to hurt Cole, she only needed his blood to be mixed with the blood of the nerd boy. After that, the blood will be poured into the book and all her wishes will be granted. Cole is so sad to realize that he's been used by B all this time. So the angry Cole burned B's sacred book. B was so angry that the book was on fire. Cole immediately left and decided to drive Melanie's father's car. Unexpectedly, Cole was able to carry the car so easily and drove towards his house. The car hit B. B never thought that she would be defeated by a boy. Cole then looked for the whereabouts of B. B is dying under the car. Cole tells B that he admires her a lot, but he is now disappointed that he has only been used for so long. B also said that she hoped to be in a relationship with Cole like before. But Cole doesn't care anymore and he leaves behind the dying B. Finally, the police arrived thanks to Melanie's report. Melanie looked at Cole in admiration. Cole, who had been known to be a coward, turned out to appear so brave and managed to defeat many psychopaths. Cole's parents are back and they're freaking out. They both looked at Cole, but their son just smiled at his father and mother, saying he no longer needed a babysitter. A cop checks Cole's destroyed house but can't find B. Suddenly, B appeared like a demon in the dark. This film ends.